Hello, my name is Jim Kenny from Informatica Customer Support, and today during this video we will discuss how to upgrade proactive monitoring rule templates with new changes. And this again pertains to proactive monitoring for PowerCenter Operations 2.6. First, we'll cover the agenda for the video, and in this agenda we'll talk about the following points. First, we'll discuss proactive monitoring templates within RulePoint. First of all, what are templates? Templates are basically provide an easy way for users to create new rules. And their benefits basically deal with ease of use for new users to the system. They allow new users to create new rules, and they allow this to happen with the minimal chance of making an error. Because what we're doing is basically taking rules and providing them with a template that they just basically fill in values. So they don't have to learn the rule syntax. They don't have to write raw rule syntax. They just fill in values, save their template rule, and they've got an active rule. It's a great way to basically allow new users to start proactively using this system, these templates greatly reduce the chance for making errors during rule creation. So what's nice, another big benefit about templates is that you can manage any number of rules from a template. And if you want to make a change to that template, whatever change you make to that template will then get propagated to all the rules that were created from that template. So it allows for basically making ease of maintenance regarding your rules. So if you need to make a change, you just do it in one place instead of, say you have 10 rules, and you don't have to make 10 separate changes. You just make one change to a template. That change then gets propagated out to all 10 of the template rules that were created from that template. So that's the other big benefit, is ease of rule maintenance. So that when we talk about updating the rules, we do that with what's called an upgrade operation for a template. An upgrade operation basically allows us to make a change to an existing template, test the change, save it, and then on a successful save, that change gets propagated out to all of the rules owned by that template. So what we'll do next is we'll go ahead and perform an actual upgrade operation for an existing template, and we'll do that in the RulePoint interface. Alright, so when you first log into RulePoint, this is the home screen, and RulePoint is the heart of the proactive monitoring application. This handles the ingesting of all the data and the evaluation of all that data to provide proactive monitoring alerts for PowerCenter. So if you were to log into RulePoint, this is what a typical home screen might look like. Now, we're going to basically go into, there are two types of alerts that we support out of the box, the proactive monitoring. You've got real-time alert manager alerts, or RTAM, or RTAM for short, so that we have a real-time alert interface that we have as part of this solution. It's a separate application. The other type of alert are emails, but we were dealing with RTAM alerts for the purposes of this video. So the RTAM application is right here, and this is what it might look like. It's very similar to what you might see, say, in Outlook, where you have a listing of your alerts all grouped in various channels, and you've got your subject line here, and then your list of alerts, and then of course the alert details. Now we're going to be changing one of the properties for the alert that we have highlighted here. This particular alert is basically telling us that a running session has an elapsed time for a running session has exceeded a repository SLA of 10 minutes. Now, an SLA here in terms of proactive monitoring is just simply a period of time that you set arbitrarily. In this case, on this system, it happens to be 10 minutes. You could have it be longer. You could have it maybe 60 minutes or 120 minutes or whatever you feel is an appropriate SLA, or service level agreement, as we call it, to set for sessions that are running for a certain time. And if you want to be alerted upon that, you can certainly change this rule to set, to alert on sessions that are running over a certain length of time. But for the purposes of this test, we're doing anything that's been running for longer than 10 minutes. And what you'll find in an average proactive monitoring alert is, of course, the information about the repository folder, workflow name, session name, and you can see here it shows the running time here of over 75,000 minutes, which is a long time. And we have various other pieces of data, but the one piece of data that I wanted to bring to your attention was down here in the footer. Every single alert in proactive monitoring, whether it's RTAM or email based, will have this footer section. It's the way the rules are built. And the key piece of information to pull from this particular footer session is the name of the rule that originated the alert. In this case, the rule name is right there that I've highlighted. It's PC_OS3 session running time exceeds repository SLA of 10 minutes. That's the name of the rule that triggered this alert. So what we're going to do here is right click and copy the name of the rule, and we're going to go back into RulePoint to find that rule. So again, we're back at the home screen. We're going to go to Rules, Show Rules, and this brings up our list of rules, active rules that we have within RulePoint. On the upper right hand corner, there's a quick search. You can then paste the name of that rule here. So you hit, provide that, hit return, and this is the name of our rule. So you can see this is what we call a template rule. That's denoted by the rule type here. This is a template rule. So what we need to do is, all the rule syntax is hidden from the user here. When a user if they were to edit this rule, all you could be able to change really is the parameter, and that is what we call the SLA for elapsed time in minutes. And so it's 10 minutes here. It's our default value, and that's what we'll leave it as. But you can see what I want to do is we're going to change the priority level that is generated by this particular rule. So if we go back into RTAM very quickly, you can see that we have a priority level for every single alert that comes in. And the way the priority levels work in RTAM is you have 0 being the least severe and 5 being the most severe. So 6 priority levels, 0 through 5. We're going to increase the priority level from 3 to 4 for this type of particular alert. So we go back, we've already found our rule, but now we need to find the template, because this is where we're going to make the change. This is where we're going to perform the upgrade operation. So we copy that, go to our Show Templates, Rules Show Templates screen in RulePoint, and again, in the templates list here, we're going to go ahead and use our quick search field in the upper right corner, paste the name of the template, and here we are. So now here is our template. This is basically what we're going to perform in the upgrade operation. We have two ways of doing that. You can click the edit button, and then there will be an upgrade now button, which you'll see in the next screen. That's the method we'll be using. Or you can click the upgrade button right from this screen, from the View Template Details screen. Now to find the priority, it's in the response section of this template, and it's set here. You can see that it says priority equals 3. We're going to update that to say priority equals 4. Okay. So we edit the template, and you'll see that we'll have a button called Upgrade Now in blue. Because you can see that while we can certainly change the name and the description and the parameter, which we're not going to change, that's the SLA, we can't touch any of the template the rule template text here. That's still a read-only. In order to do that, you have to perform the upgrade operation, and we do that by clicking the Upgrade Now button. So we'll go ahead and click Upgrade Now, and what you'll see is the template rule text will then be in an editor. And it will go down, and we'll find the priority, which is again here, right here in the response section of the template. We'll change that from 3 to 4, and we'll save that and make a change. Now one prior change I made for the purposes of this demo was here, snooze. This was set to 60, which basically means it's number of minutes, which means we will only get alerts. The maximum interval we can get alerts from this rule is once every 60 minutes. If you set the snooze to equal 0, which is what I had done before I started this video, then every time this rule fires, then you'll get an alert. So that's why I just wanted to bring it up. We're not going to really talk much about snooze now, but I just wanted to mention that if you want to try and make a change to this particular template, this snooze value will be 60. So change that to 0 beforehand as well. So anyway, back to the task at hand. We've updated priority to equal 4. Now at the bottom here, you'll see a button that says Test Changes. Go ahead and click that, and it'll perform a test to make sure that everything still will work appropriately for the template, and that any child rules will be able to take this change. And what you'll see here at the bottom is an indication saying all tests passed, saving template will upgrade all associated rules. That's right here highlighted in blue. So then we have to add comments. Comments are mandatory, so we'll say that we changed priority from 3 to 4. And then we click Save. And on Save, the upgrade operation takes place. It actually upgrades all the child template rules that this template owns. In this case, you can see from the View Template screen we have this rule count field. We have only one rule for this particular template. If you want to click the View link there that I just clicked, you can see that it's the template rule that we were looking at earlier. So we go to View Template. We've made our change. Now we can go back and I'm going to go to Rules, Show Rule. We'll look for that rule again, and what you ought to see to the left of the name, let me just bring that up here. And there's our rule. Now what you'll notice to the left of the name, this rule, if a template rule has not been updated, you won't see this. There's a little blue information icon, and you can see when I mouse over it, it shows you that the rule was changed due to changes made to its parent template. And if you want to get rid of this notification, you just simply edit the rule, and save it without making any changes, and this notification gets cleared. So basically what we've done here is we made a change, but now we want to test it. Okay, so this change, the change that we made for updating priority to 4 should now be in this particular template rule. We have to test it. So what you can see here, the way these rules are set is we provide, in the template description, we provide the source name, which is in this case the PowerCenter running sessions. So what we have to do is then we look for that source in our services screen. So we go to Services, Show Services, and once that loads, you look for it, in this case, the list of services. I have it sorted by PMPC SQL source. That's this guy right here, PowerCenter running sessions. So we select the service, we stop it, and start it just to force it to generate new events. And then we'll pop over to RTAM and see if we got anything new. And you can see here's our brand new alert. It just came in, and you can see it's the same. Everything is the same as far as the rule name. This is the old alert. Everything looks the same, but you can see that the priority is now been updated from 3 to 4, and that's all that we're doing here. We're just basically providing a higher priority level, and you can see it's still the same rule name, PCOS 3. Session running time exceeds repository SLA of 10 minutes. But the priority is updated. And you can do that for any number of templates, template parameters. I just wanted to make this a pretty simple example. So that pretty much takes us back to our presentation. And now for the summary, you can see that a template upgrade operation simply just saves a change to the template and propagates that change to all child rules created from that template. No software upgrades or anything similar to that is occurring. You're not upgrading RulePoint. You're not changing anything about the software that's running proactive monitoring. You're just basically making a change to a template and propagating all of those changes to its child rules. And as you can see, upgrade operations are a very powerful tool and can be used to quickly and easily propagate changes to rules all throughout your proactive monitoring system. So that concludes this video presentation. I hope that it was informative, and we'd love to hear back from you. So you can please send feedback via email to supportvideos@informatica.com, or you can also tweet feedback to the support's InfoSupport Twitter account, and you can see the link for that particular Twitter account just below the email address. Again, my name is Jim Kenny from Informatica Customer Support, and I thank you for your time. And thank you for watching this video.